Hi, Herbert here, your grandfather's best friend.
Friendship.
I just had an Earl Grey tea, and now we're ready to bang this hush puppy out.
A hush puppy is a small, savory, deep-fried round ball made from cornmeal-based batter.
I know you have, dance recitals or have an urge to play Halo Combat Evolved, but this will end quick, I promise, as I'm trying to help you. So there was this book. It was written around, I don't know, the 8th century.
Before Christ!
Just a few years ago. It's called the Iliad or something like that, written by a guy named Homer. You know, the yellow guy.
It wasn't the yellow guy.
Silence, heathen. Most of the story dances on the line of myth and reality, so for legal purposes, we'll just move you here. Stay. That's a good boy. So the Iliad had most of the story we know today, like Paris and Helen, the Harlem Globetrotters, and your boy Zeus. It's the 13th century. Can you believe it? Our story starts in Sparta. You know where that is? I bet you don't. You're probably the type of person that thinks the Statue of Liberty was always patina. So it starts here with a woman called Helen, wife of... Let me look up that pronunciation real quick.
How to pronounce Menelaus.
Menelaus. Of course. So it starts here with a woman named Helen, wife of Menelaus, the king of Sparta and daughter of Zeus. Known to be literally, hands down, the most beautiful woman in the world. Sorry, honey. Along comes Paris. No! That's the one. And seduces Helen with his drop-top Ferrari and Roman sandals back to Troy. Menelaus comes back around and notices tire tracks.
Drop-top Ferrari? They took Helen.
I'm going to pause it here because, hey. We could be doing a lecture instead of putting on a movie. Is that what you want, Stephen Myers?
No?
That's what I thought. Okay, here we go. So a couple weeks before the abduction of Helen, Paris participated in a friendly competition at a wedding with his imaginary friends, Aphrodite, Athena, and Hera. They all surround him, scandalously asking him,
"Hey, Paris, which one of us is the sexiest?"
I'm not sure.
Oh, come on. Don't be coy.
Ladies, please. One at a time. It's Aphrodite. No contest.
You're so right, Paris. And for that, I'll give you Helen, the most beautiful girl in Sparta.
But I don't have drip, Paris says.
Here are the keys to a drop-top Ferrari.
Now we're talking. More! And a lot of these happen. Shut up, old man. Let's talk armor while we wait. Corinthian Armor. What a beaut. This baby, this armor, can be yours for 17 easy payments of $19.99, made completely from bronze. It's the Bronze Age. What did you expect? This Corinthian helmet was made for the common Greek soldier. Hard to hear, hard to breathe. You can't see a goddamn thing. You can also have this wonderful helmet if you call the number on your screen. Call in the next minute and get one free. That's right, folks. Let's go to our correspondent out on the field now to see what they're looking at.
Stupid son of a bitch!
Can I help
fucking
ya?
near killed my wife!
I didn't do anything. What are you talking
You
about?
didn't.
Now we're talking introducing the Eye Helmet 2, a more open-face design that allows more breathing and visibility. If you order the helmet before this one, you are entitled to a financial compensation. Order now. Enough of these battles, Menelaus says, talking to Paris. You and me, in the Arby's parking lot, tomorrow morning, we settle this. Whomever throws their spear first wins in the eyes of man. I agree, Paris says. I just have a quick online IT course and I'm free after that. Very well.
That's why we gotta figure out what makes a computer a computer. Okay. Chapter 1. Binary and data.
I'm ready. The spear hits Menelaus' shield and bounces off. Paris wins. Oh, what's this? Menelaus throws his spear, striking Paris. And oh my goodness, folks, a big blow to Paris' helmet, shattering the sword entirely. Menelaus is dragging Paris through the mud. And what's this? Paris disappears. I can't believe it, folks. What a match we have this afternoon. Paris was teleported back into his bedroom by Aphrodite herself. Mr. Myers, this is your last warning. One more peep out of you and it's straight into the principal's office. You understand? Did we even mention Hector Ajax or Achilles? Oh, we have to go back a few pages. I'm sorry, everyone. Look, we got this guy, and his name is Hector. Hector was a Trojan prince and the leader of the Trojan army. Okay? All you have to know is that he was the best. Write that down. Ajax the Great was similar, and he was pretty good. but on the Greek side. It would come to no surprise that these two heroes fought each other in a similar fashion as Paris and Menelaus, with the spears, I mean. They both throw them, nothing happens. Hector digs his hand into the soil and pulls out a cool rock to show Ajax. Hey, look at this. And throws it at him. Ajax blocks it and throws an even bigger rock.
Enough of this horse's ass. We attack the Greeks.
When?
Now's okay with me. Everyone cool with now?
Yeah, that's good.
Sounds good to me.
So the Trojans forced their way through the walls of Greece, and they didn't like that very much, so they got on their ships, and Poseidon comes in and says, "Surf's up!" It encourages the Greeks to fight back. They're fighting back!
Where's Zeus, man?
You are outrageously distracting.
Thanks.
Apollo flies in.
Apollo, god of light. Hey, buddy, you got a minute?
Proclaims Hector.
Not really. What's up?
In a bit of a pinch here with the Greeks.
Which god do they have?
Some hunky dad just popped out of the ocean there. Looks like Poseidon.
I don't know about that, man. I got a pot roast on the stove and...
30 minutes is all I'm asking. Just a little pew-pew with the bow and you're done. I'm too intimidated to even ask again. So please, for my fragile ego, say yes?
Yeah, okay. But only for 20 minutes. I need to finish Will and Grace.
He says.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sounds good. Last season was good.
And Hector and an impatient Apollo fight the Greeks back to the ships once again.
Achilles, we need you.
No.
Achilles, the best Greek warrior, refuses to help the Greeks. Time after time. They needed him if they were to win the war. Patroclus, Achilles' lover and close friend, offered to wear his armor and lead the Myrmidons and fight the Trojans, but on one condition.
Wait, only fight the Trojans out of Greece. Don't chase them back to Troy.
Understood.
Yeah, I bet you do, Panama Red.
Fights back, kills Sarpedon, one of the Trojans, I guess, and manages to scare the Trojans out of Greece. Patroclus gets the eye of the Greek, gets carried away and fights the Trojans all the way back to Troy and dies, with Hector finishing him off.
Suck on this.
So what you're telling me is, you chose death.
Achilles seeks revenge on Hector and the Trojans.
But this time, he's pissed. Starring Thetis, a
Mom.
that can get him armor.
Listen, I heard you can get me armor.
Not me, but I know a guy.
Starring Hephaestus, the man that makes armor. I can make you armor. The best armor you have ever seen. You understand?
Yeah.
The shield is extra.
Yeah, that's all right.
Hector waited patiently outside of Troy's walls, waiting. And then Achilles lands with raw power. Hector gets nervous and runs away.
This ain't it, Chief.
Achilles chases him around Troy's walls 3 times. 3! Catching him and stabs him clean through the throat, removes his armor, and strings Hector to a chariot that Achilles brings back to Greece.
Priam.
King of Troy and father of Hector witnessed this, and it was a big no-no. In war, no, you can't do it. So
Priam
goes in undercover and begs for his son's body back under the name of Sam Richard. Achilles gives in and says, sure, you can have him back. There were other notable characters that I should give some honorable mentions of, at least. Setting a timer for 20 seconds. Okay, go. Diomedes, a really badass Greek warrior, commander of the Argive ships. What is an Argive? Okay, got it. Owned a herd of man-eating horses, and that's all you need to know now. This will be on the exam. I'm not posting this online, kids. Odysseus, a Greek hero. He was going to fight Hector, but Ajax said, I'll take him. It's no problem.
Okay, thanks.
Odysseus was a chill dude, comforted and gave Achilles deep massages during the grievance of Patroclus, when all Achilles wanted to do was... shit. Okay, Nestor, king of the city...
Pylos.
What's his importance to all this? Nothing. You're too old to fight, old man! All right, that's offensive to me. Agamemnon, Menelaus' brother. He started this whole thing after Paris and Helen ran off. He called on 1,000 ships to sail to Troy to nuke the absolute shit out of them. The Greeks were ready to set sail for Troy, but Artemis, goddess of hunting and wild nature, was throwing a tantrum and caused there to be strong winds. She said she'd only stop if there was a royal sacrifice. Oh, great.
This is inappropriate and immature for you to be doing this now, Artemis.
Agamemnon says. What selfish decision will you choose today, Agamemnon?
Well, to go to war, of course.
And he sacrifices his own daughter, Iphigenia.
That was a tough call, but I'm sure you've made the right decision, Agamemnon.
I just lost my daughter, fool. Have you no sympathy?
And we fast forward all the way forward to the end of the wars, and Achilles is killed by Paris by an arrow through the ankle.
My heel!
The Achilles heel is unlocked.
Paris dies in a hit and run. They never found the guy. Helenus, another son of King
Priam,
steps out for some cigarettes and whack! It's Odysseus with a spiked bat.
Tell us Troy's weakness now.
Talk. The Palladium. It's the Trojan Palladium. Troy's walls will never be infiltrated unless that is removed from the premises.
Okay. You're a little snitch boy, aren't you, Helenus?
Yeah, I guess. So you'll release me?
No.
The Palladium was essentially a magical statue that guaranteed the safety of Troy. Odysseus and our boy Diomedes with the man-eating horses, remember that? Found a secret passage and stole the Palladium from Troy during the war without the Trojans noticing. So Odysseus and Athena meet up at a Galaxy 500 show and decide to sue for peace with Troy, but not really. You see, they would give him a gift, right? So massive that it could fit a ton of men inside. A wooden horse, they thought. So they fill it up and drag it over to the walls of Troy. Sinon was the messenger at the time, and he decided to let them know that Greece and the Archaeans just gave up. Yeah. So they just gave up like that, and now you're sending us a gift. That's what I said. Yeah, sure. Open the gates. It's gonna fit through there?
Yeah, it'll fit.
You know what, actually, we have a freight entrance in the back. I'll go give them a call. And that night, while the Trojans were getting litty and celebrating their W, the Greek soldiers crawled out of the horse unseen to open the gates of Troy and let the remaining Greek army in.
I'm sorry. Attitude? Sucks dick.
They slaughtered, imprisoned, and pillaged Troy. And a lot of details, skip, and yeah, that's the Trojan War, pretty much. The Trojans were defeated, and Greece reigns victorious,
You get a cigarette?
Yeah.
Thanks.
But now Odysseus faces a new challenge. Going home. Little does a Greek hero know that this journey would take roughly 10 years to complete.
10 years? I'll believe it when I see it.